Ait Benhaddou. Behind is a historic Kasar fortified village along the former caravan route between the Sahara and Marrakesh in Morocco. It is considered a great example of Moroccan earth and clay architecture and has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987. The site of the Qasr has been fortified since the 11th century during the Almoravid period. None of the current buildings are believed to date from before the 17th century, but they were likely built with the same construction method and design as had been used for centuries before. The Kasbah of Ait Benhaddou is probably the most famous building in all of Morocco. The site's strategic importance was due to its location in the Onila Valley or Onila River along one of the main trans-Sahara trade routes. The Tizi and Tisca Pass, which was raised via the route, was one of the few routes across the Atlas Mountains, crossing between Marrakesh and the Dara Valley on the edge of the Sahara. In the village, you can find Moroccan handicrafts of all kinds: clay pots, iron tools, leather belts, wool, handmade glass, and other small treasures. Today, the Qasr itself is only sparsely inhabited by several families. The depopulation over time is a result of the valley's loss of strategic importance in the 20th century. The village buildings are grouped together within a defensive wall that includes corner towers and a gate. They include dwellings of various size ranging from modest house to tall structure with towers. Some of the buildings are decorated in their upper parts with geometric motifs. The village also has a number of public or community buildings such as a mosque, a caravanserai, a kasbah, castle-like fortification, and the marabout of Sidi Ali or Amit. At the top of the hill, overlooking the Qasir, are the remains of the large fortified granary. There is also a public square, a Muslim cemetery, and a Jewish cemetery. Most local inhabitants now live in modern dwelling in the village on the other side of the river and make a living of agriculture and especially of the tourist trade. You can see from here the icy Atlas mountain. In 2011, a new pedestrian bridge was completed linking the old Kasir with the modern village, with the aim of making the Kasir more accessible and to potentially encourage inhabitants to move back into its historic houses. The Kasar has been significantly restored in modern times and to inscription on the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites in 1987. UNESCO reports that the Kasir has preserved its architectural authenticity with regards to configuration and materials, by continuing to use traditional construction materials and techniques, and by largely avoiding new concrete constructions. A local committee is in charge of monitoring and managing the site. The Kasar's structures are made entirely out of rammed earth, adobe, clay bricks, and wood. Rammed earth was a highly practical and cost-effective material but required consistent maintenance. It was made of compressed earth and mud, usually mixed with other materials to aid adhesion. Although many of its buildings were preserved almost intact, making it one of the best examples of medieval Berber pre-Saharan citadel. A large number of film shots in Morocco have used Ait Benhaddou as location, including Lawrence of Arabia, The Man Who Would Be King, The Message, Jesus of Nazareth, Time Bandits, Marco Polo, The Jewel of Niles, The Living Daylights, The Last Temptation of Christ, Kundan, The Mummy, Gladiator, Alexander, Kingdom of Heaven, Babel, The One Night with the King, Prince of Persia, Son of God, Queen of the Desert, A Life on Our Planet, etc. Ait Benhaddou was also used in parts of the TV series Game of Thrones, the Brazilian TV series Ocolini, and The Amazing Race, Australia 6. But the truth is that its beauty remains unquestionable and breathtaking.